This promo was absolute perfection. At this point, how could you even have doubts that this is the WrestleMania main event we need to see? With this review, I can't do this promo justice. WWE's YouTube channel only has a 3-minute cut of that promo, and that is such a shame. And in general, Raw was great. An amazing promo, Lita's return, Hurt Business return, and yes, I heard about Brock's smashing. Pretty impressive. But are you shocked? It's all about that milk. 4-5 hours of some Brock love. He could do better. Welcome back to another episode of Greatness of Raw. How are you guys doing today? I love this WrestleMania vibe. Finally, something is happening every week. And this Heyman and Cody promo, man. I don't know the reactions. I absolutely loved it. I know some people are going to have a problem with WWE using Dusty, but it's Cody. Don't you think it's acceptable? It's not just promo, it's real life. Cody said he wants to win that WWE championship for his dad. And Heyman is going to burn in hell for this. This was effed up. The show kicked off with the rated R superstar Edge and Beth Phoenix. He truly is rated R. Edge says he's becoming the king of comebacks, and they're here because of Judgment Day. He makes it clear that yes, the creation of Judgment Day is his fault. He wanted to elevate younger talent, and it was actually successful. All of them are actually doing better than ever before. And then there's Dominic. He knows Fowler could never beat him one-on-one, but the minute Rhea Ripley attacked Beth Phoenix at Extreme Rules, he felt helpless. Also during that promo, the crowd chanted, "You still got it." Edge says, "I never lost it." Edge says he never lost his I Quit match with Finn Balor, and says he will sink to any level to exact his pound of flesh. Beth Phoenix calls out Ripley and Balor because they're here to finish the thing. We see the Judgment Day. Balor asks if he's the only person to notice that as soon as Edge returns to the ring, Judgment Day gets better of him. Dominic says they must have heard that he's done hard time in prison since they've been gone, and they should run before something bad happens to them. Priest says, "The next time we beat you, Extreme Rules will look like child's play." Dominic says he wishes Ripley was here, but she's promoting WrestleMania. He made fun of each Judgment Day member and said the difference between the Judgment Day and Edge and Beth Phoenix is that they actually have each other's back. And he can't wait until Rey Mysterio decides to 619 Dominic's teeth in. Phoenix says, "We didn't come to talk, but to fight." She then challenges Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor to a match at Elimination Chamber, and Balor accepts on behalf of both. Of course, if you make it to Elimination Chamber. So then the Judgment Day attacked Edge and Beth Phoenix. We got Angelo Dawkins for the save, spear to Finn Balor. Dominic wanted to leave, but there's Montez Ford, so he pushes Dominic back into the ring, and as Beth Phoenix hit her finisher, he was screaming "Mommy." I hope you guys appreciate Edge, because this might be the last year we have Edge in the WWE. And he's doing an absolutely unbelievable job. And this rivalry, actually, at points I got tired of it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. But I care about it again. Not to take any credit away from, Finn Balor, Dominic, Rhea, Beth, anyone really. But Edge is the one who's making it interesting right here. Then we got Damian Priest versus Angelo Dawkins, an Elimination Chamber qualifying match. I guess we can all admit this was pretty obvious. The match itself was fine. Like I've said many times before, I absolutely love matches that actually matter, and Damian Priest picked up the W. So this was pretty expected, and this Elimination Chamber match is looking good. I love when tag teams are in singles matches. It's kinda weird, I know, but it makes me feel like this is a personality, not just a tag team guy. He can do this on his own. Maximum Male Models are officially on Raw, and then we see Chelsea Green. She again complains about not being treated like a princess. She feels like she should be in Elimination Chamber match, so she demands an opportunity. For someone who didn't follow her career, I thought she was supposed to be a main eventer. Seems like she's just the new Eva Marie, who can probably wrestle. Don't quote me on that. She can probably, most likely wrestle better than Eva Marie, and that is really hard to achieve, ladies and gentlemen. A better wrestler than Eva Marie. big shoes to fill. Then we saw Dexter Lumis versus Baron Corbin. This was actually a very short match in which Baron Corbin lost, and that could be the end of modern wrestling god Baron Corbin. Yes, you can see that JBL is not really proud of his student. The boy is an idiot. God, I miss JBL on commentary. He's an idiot. Becky Lynch got a pretty passionate promo. She said she has a plan. So she said she has a plan. Who knew? It's going to be Lita. Grab a glass of milk, it's time for some Brock Lesnar. The crowd are going nuts and Brock Lesnar says, I appreciate that. Man, I love this Brock Lesnar vibe so much. Did you guys watch Royal Rumble? I did too. I think it sucked. At least I had a sucky experience. Really, Brock? That's how you wanna call it? Sucky? Brock Lesnar got his ass thrown over the top rope by Bobby Who. And then he talks about how he can't stop thinking about Bobby Who. Bobby Lashley. He went fishing, he thinks about Bobby Lashley. He went hunting, he thinks about Bobby Lashley. Even when he went to bed, after 4 or 5 hours, he thought about Bobby Lashley. He fucks, what can I say? Brock fucks. Brocky fucks. Great! 4 or 5 hours. Poor Tori. Lucky Tori? I don't know. But Brock Lesnar came up with a resolution. Inside this $5 jacket, there is a multi-million-dollar contract. Bobby versus Brock at Elimination Chamber. So he calls out Bobby Lashley. We see Bobby with that drip. And he talked about their history. He reminded Brock Lesnar that Bobby has the upper hand. So he will not just accept this contract. He will talk to his lawyer, to his manager, because Bobby Who has one up on you. Ooh, Bobby, I would not do that. And of course, Brock Lesnar goes straight for the F5. Crowd is chanting one more time, and Brock is a great guy. He gives people what they want, what they deserve. Another F5 to Bobby. Great seeing you, Brock. I've said that quite a few times already that I don't really want to see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar anymore. I take my words back. I take them back. You didn't hear that. I want to see this match again. This promo sold me on another Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley match. It's interesting though, if it's happening at Elimination Chamber, are we really going to see it at WrestleMania? What's the point then? Well, you never know with the WWE. Maybe we'll see why. But for now, it seems like the plan is Elimination Chamber. But you don't know, maybe next week we do have a contract signing. Maybe next week we just won't get the contract being signed. And Bobby's going to say, Brock, I want you at WrestleMania. Look at me, Brock. My lawyer and I, we want you at WrestleMania. Carmella is back with, I assume, a new theme song. I could be wrong. I don't think I ever heard that before. And she's the only woman who has a Titantron. Only wrestler, I would say. Another Elimination Chamber Fatal 4-Way qualifying match. Again, whatever the case may be, I may not care about this match that much. I may not be the biggest fan of some talent or whatever. A match that matters is always a match that matters. And this was actually pretty okay. Piper Niven pretty much did all the job, and Carmella won the match. Okay, so look, this match is looking good. I know it's going to be a great match. Let's look at Bianca Belair. Let's look at WrestleMania, Women's Championship. Out of all these women, who's going to face Asuka? That is so obvious. You couldn't make it even more obvious. That is the most obvious shit I've ever seen in my life. Corbin asks JBL, what are we going to do? Where are we going to eat? There's no we. You're channel changing television. I don't give a damn about you. My reputation is losing credibility because of you. Modern day wrestling god, put on a red nose. You're a clown. You belong nowhere near me. I can do better. I can change. You can't polish a turd. I know why JBL decided to let Baron Corbin go. He's an idiot. Poor Corbin. My man is going to get another gimmick. Up next, we got Alpha Academy versus the Hurt Business. Yes, they were actually with MVP. Absolutely loved to see. The match was really fun to watch. It better be a reminder how great everyone in this match truly is. And we got a very beautiful finish. Yes, the Hurt Business won a match you love to see. That is the story they're trying to tell. They kept losing and 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 losing every week. And now, once they got MVP, now they're back. That's the story they're trying to tell. They need MVP. and seems like it was worth it. So then we got Chelsea Green versus Asuka. We got all the competitors of Elimination Chamber match watching. I'm not necessarily sure what WWE are doing with her, but of course she lost. Then we see Bianca Belair and says, no matter who it is, I'm going to beat you at WrestleMania. Yes, Bianca, you are going to meet Asuka. We all know that, you know that, Asuka knows that, every single woman in this match knows that. But like I've said, what is up with Chelsea Green? This is literally Eva Marie. Just a Karen, I guess. Did they just take someone attractive and went like, yeah, Eva Marie, we love that gimmick, Eva Marie, but the thing is, you see, she can't wrestle for shit. It's time for Cody Rhodes. He wanted to address what is happening between Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. He says, I'm supposed to face Roman Reigns, the head of the table, the greatest of all time or best in the world or whatever, but now I don't know who am I going to face at WrestleMania. It could be Sami Zayn, as people were chanting Sami Zayn even before that. So he basically wishes Sami Zayn luck and says may the best man win. But then we see Paul Heyman. And to sum it up, Paul Heyman was basically here to congratulate Cody on winning the 2023 Men's Royal Rumble match. Cody says, despite my father and brother had a nickname for you, I'll call you Mr. Heyman out of respect. I want to pull back the curtain for a moment, and he tells a story about his family. He says that in the early 2000s, his family hit hard times, and they were broke. Heyman called Dusty and offered him a chance in ECW. He says not only did Dusty Rhodes receive money, he got his confidence back. And he could never repay Heyman for that. So Cody thanked Paul Heyman. Heyman got emotional, man. This felt so real. Paul Heyman says, if we're going to peel back the curtain, we should go all the way. It's not about Dusty, it's about you. You fought from the bottom all the way to the top and now main eventing WrestleMania against Roman Reigns. You had no one to prepare you for the spotlight. And then he talked about how Dusty Rhodes prepared so many WWE talents such as Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Becky Lynch, and even Roman Reigns. He never prepped you. Then Heyman says the possible reason is Dusty wanting to make sure you earn it by yourself and you're not just Dusty's son. You're Cody Rhodes, the man who's facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. But then Paul Heyman crossed the line. He made it personal. He says in his last conversation with Dusty, Dusty told him that Cody was his favorite son, but Roman was the son he wanted. Cody gets in Heyman's face and says, I'm just trying to win a wrestling championship, but all of you always make it personal. And now that you've done that, you will pay when I take these titles from Roman Reigns. I would stand up if I wasn't bloated from all the milk after that Brock Lesnar promo, because I'm trying to go up to 4 hours. I like milk. At this point, how can you not want Cody versus Roman Reigns? This didn't even need to be personal. These are two main characters of the WWE. We love Cody, great babyface, the only babyface that truly works nowadays probably. Very few of these. Versus Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the head of the table. And now it's personal. This is literally perfect. That's one of the best promos I've ever seen. Cody, every time he's talking, you just gotta listen. You just gotta listen. He gives you that feeling that this is literally his life. He was born to wrestle. He actually cares about that championship, not just in storyline. God, that was a beautiful promo. Wow. Like I've said, if you have any access, make sure to find it. It's probably uploaded a bunch of times on YouTube by other people, not the WWE, so I'm sure you'll find it, but this is really worth watching. Literally one of the best promos I've ever seen. Just a lot of emotions. You can't tell what's real and what's not real. Heyman got emotional. Cody got emotional. They just made something out of something we thought wasn't even there. Then we got Elias versus Montez Ford in another Elimination Chamber qualifier match. This was alright, but I kind of feel like ever since Elias came back, he's not doing anything that special. It's almost as if Ezekiel, the most basic gimmick, was more entertaining than Elias. So as you can imagine, Montez Ford won the match, and then Seth Rollins attacked Austin Theory, who was watching the match at ringside. I might be looking into it a bit too much, a bit too far, but does that mean Montez Ford versus Angelo Dawkins because one of them actually won when we all know Angelo Dawkins is going to be the heel? And then it was time for the main event, a steel cage match between Bayley and Becky Lynch. So the match was actually pretty good, definitely a main event level matchup right here, even though I don't really care care about that story. We did need it to get this match. I was expecting some kind of payoff. I thought we might get a breakup of Damage Control, but that's not what we got. You see, during the match, Damage Control decided to get involved, almost caused Becky Lynch the match, and then out of nowhere we hear Lita's theme song. So Lita returns and helps Becky Lynch to win the match. Yes, Becky won. This whole thing felt very random, but you'll have to see it. And that was your Monday Night Raw. Lita is back, so I assume at Elimination Chamber we are going to get a tag team match. Or WrestleMania. I feel like this was kinda too early. I would love to see Lita at WrestleMania. Man, Raw was good. Love to see it. Love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.